Jameis Winston is kind of not out of the courtroom scene quite yet. His accuser is filing a civil suit for $15,000. That would be 15,000.00, $15,000. Now, should Jameis fight this, or should he just pretty much just pay it off and just get rid of it?
If I'm Jameis, I'm gonna fight it, but that's Jameis. Me personally, I'm fighting it. I'm gonna prove that I had nothing to do with this. If you're trying to run my name through the dirt, if you're trying to slander my name, it's going to be a war.
Definitely.
It's going to be war, and we're not going down like that, especially when I'm perceived to be the #1 overall pick in the draft. To dirty up my name at this time of my career, no good. I'm fighting it. I'm not paying it off. Everyone talk about, Greg Hardy, that civil suit. She didn't show up. The court of public opinion is saying, he was guilty, he paid her, so she didn't show up. So I think it's going to leave an even nastier taste in people's mouth if he does fork over the money.
I would agree with that for sure. I think, his character is at stake, and if no reason other than that, he should fight it.
Well, let me ask you this question, Capetra, since you are the female on the show.
Yeah.
If someone was guilty, let's say if he was the woman in this and he didn't get charged for the sexual assaults that he did, would you want to be paid off, or would you want it to go to trial?
Honestly, I
think
think
the civil suit at least.
Honestly, at the end of the day, I think if I was a woman in this situation, and I don't think money could repay the kind of damage that being raped would inflict on you, and definitely not $15,000. That's not even tuition, you know? Like,
well, to keep things in perspective.
So it's kind of like, really?
Why 15?
Why 15,000?
Why not, half a million, a million,
if you were really
two?
trying to, but I still don't think money could even, heal that wound. If he was guilty.
It boils down to the principle. If you're a Jameis, you need to defend your name. If this was Game of Thrones and there's a little flag and your crest is up here, you got to defend this crest. If you are the woman involved, it's the principle. It's not about the money. It's about proving that this man wronged me. And we live in a culture, like you said earlier, Marvin, where a lot of athletes, whether coming up or in the pros, get pink slips, slap on the wrist, and that the culture in Tallahassee is, he's our two-sport athlete, Heisman winner. We're going to do everything we can to protect Jameis Winston. You got to bring the truth to the light.
I mean, that's true. It's just so hard because when you read both testimonies, you just wonder. It just seems like a lot of poor choices were made on both sides. And I absolutely do not believe in victim blaming. I believe it's something is wrong, something is wrong. But I think when it comes to the college culture in general, we have to teach everyone to take responsibility for themselves. We cannot leave it to, I made a poor choice and the other person shouldn't have made a poor choice too. Everyone has to own up to, okay, there are some things we shouldn't be doing.
Well, they always say there's 3 sides to the story. There's one side, it's another side, then somewhere in the middle, it's the truth.